Hi, everyone. I wanted to go over the opposing paragraph. It's something new that was not included in essay number one. It's something that you'll only see in an argument essay. So I wanted to start with the instructions themselves. So we'll start from the beginning. So it says, what is an argument essay? The argumentative essay is a genre of writing that requires the student to investigate a topic, collect, generate, and evaluate evidence, and establish a position on the topic in a concise manner. So you know that the topic is here. Is a college degree necessary in today's society? So last week you already read the first article, Is College Worth It? This week you're reading an additional article with coincidentally the same title. And then we're not getting into it this week, but you will be selecting a third article of your choice. And so that's going to depend on some good research, which again we'll go through in week 12. So you've seen this all before. Nothing is really new here in terms of formatting. But when you do scroll down, you'll see opposing paragraph. This is the one and only new items. The rest is the same. And of course, you had 2 pages. This week is 3 pages. I shouldn't say this week, but the due date is the final due date will be 3 pages. Okay. So in order to show you what an opposing paragraph is, I do have an example for you, which is in week 11 folder. Okay. So this is a great example of an argument essay minus citations. There are no examples of citations in this article, or essays, I should say. But you'll note that the introduction is kind of what we've been practicing. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but we can just start with the introduction. So it says a dog is a man's best friend. That common saying may contain some truth, but dogs are not the only animal friend whose companionship people enjoy. For many people, a cat is their best friend. Despite what dog lovers may believe, cats make excellent house pets as they are good companions, they are civilized members of the household, and they are easy to care for. So this is, I'm sure, familiar to you. You've got your hook, which is pretty much these first two sentences, and it's a good one. It's they chose to use a quote. It's captivating. We can all relate to it. We've all heard that before. But then when you get down to the thesis statement, which is always the last sentence of your introduction, you can see that the author clearly established a position here, with cats being uh, better than dogs as a house pet. And it's a direct, clear statement meaning good companions, civilized members, easy to care for. So you know that the author is going to discuss all of those points in the body paragraphs. Body paragraphs you've seen before: topic sentence, support, topic sentence, support. So all of that will look the same. You know what to do there. But this is the special paragraph I want to talk about. This is the opposing paragraph. I want you guys to note that the opposing paragraph is always the last paragraph before the conclusion. So you always want to position it there. So what you see in yellow is the opposing side. So when you're writing your essay, your argument essay, you never want to flip flop. You never want to bring up other opposing points in any of your body paragraphs. This is the only place where you can do that. So you'll see here, the yellow is the opposing side. What I have highlighted in green is what we call refuting. So you can present the other side, but you have to refute those points. So let's read this together. Critics will say that cats are cold and disloyal to their owners. They will also say that cats offer no protection or service to a home. Most service animals are dogs, and cats bring little to the table in terms of physically or mentally assisting their owners. So, all of those points would go against your thesis statement, but that's okay because you're just bringing them up as a part of the opposing paragraph. And so, of course, you refute this. You're going to explain why you disagree with this opposing point. So in green, we have, to some degree, this may be true. However, cats can be used as a service animal. The presence of a cat can be calming and help reduce anxiety. Simply having an animal to care for can help life feel more meaningful. Therefore, both cats and dogs can be effective service animals in different ways. So that's a great refuting point, going back and saying, okay, I understand that people say this, but it's incorrect. So this is one of the most important paragraphs of an argument essay. It'll be on the rubric. You'll be graded on this. So that's why I'm practicing it this week, because I want to make sure you feel comfortable with that. Okay. So down below, I did include some phrases to help you create your opposing paragraph. Feel free to borrow these. They're great starters and they're great ways to transition into this. You can copy directly from here as well. Um, for this, critics will say, and you can practice the point that we made. To some degree, this may be true. You can use those. There's no sense of cheating by copying any kind of phrases. So let me hop over to our homework for this week. You guys will see that your opposing paragraph, you're going to pretend that you're. Oh, everybody, I got to change this really quick. I'm not going to redo this video, but you're doing in a driver's license. This was what we did in the discussion last week. So you're pretending that you're writing an essay on the age limit of obtaining a driver's license. I like to change the topics every semester. Okay. And you're basically just creating one paragraph. So I'm going to jump over here real quick. The topic is 16 years of age too young to drive? Your position, your pretend position is yes, we should change the law to 18 years of age to obtain a driver's license. Okay. So remember, if your position is yes, we should change it, the very beginning of your opposing paragraph should be the opposite. You're going to say, no, 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 16 is fine, but you have to give me your reasons. And then, of course, after you provide the opposing side, make sure you refute this. So go back and look at that example under week 11 for any guidance. Okay, so hopefully this practice will help you with the real essay when that due date comes. Okay.